G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the video. Today we are filming and travelling on Steamrail's double header R-Class to Bendigo. This was a really awesome trip. You had the option to get the double R's all the way to Bendigo or hop off at Castlemaine and get VGR's J-Class to Maldon. It was an early get up and a late night, but it was really worth it. So I really do hope you enjoy the video, especially with 761's recent repaint 2 years ago, and also 7-Eleven's brand new paint job that was done for the Steamrail Open Days. And we got these two beautiful and magnificent locomotives running together today. Once we get to Bendigo, I've got a few little things that I did. I had roughly 4.5 hours to do some things before we headed back to Southern Cross. So I got some footage of the tram museum, as well as a bit of riding on Bendigo's vintage trams. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video and have a great day. Here we have some sprinters coming into the station. And here comes R761 ready to couple to R711. Here we have N467 waiting to leave to pull the Swan Hill service, which will be in front of us. However, it was roughly 10 to 15 minutes or so late leaving for whatever reason, and that also delayed our departure as well. There was actually quite a few delayed V-Line services today while we were running on time, so that did slow us down, but we still got back to Southern Cross 1 minute late, so it was a good day. Okay, so we are now at Castlemaine. We had a pretty good run. Passengers left the Bendigo steam train here for the Maldon steam train, and people that were continuing on to Bendigo also had 10 minutes or so to stretch their legs. And also look at R761, R711 and J549, which pulled in at the exact same time as the Bendigo steam train. I know you've already seen part of the clips, but enjoy these sounds and views of these beautiful locomotives. And after a nice 10 minutes looking at the locos, we departed from Castlemaine, continuing our way onto Bendigo. This, we will see the locomotives at Bendigo shunting into the yard. Alright, here we are at the Bendigo mines where we can get a tram, which we'll do later, but for now we've got this model here of a mechanism powered by steam that was used to crush rock. So the idea of the full-scale machine would have been that's your boiler, generating steam, power this piston, turn that rod to make all these big hammers crush the rock. Got a little mock-up tram here. We've got this, which is what you use to provide the tram power. You can actually move it like the real thing. And I'm assuming that's your brake. There's also a little bell to tell the driver to get off. That you want to get off, sorry. Yeah, it used to have a wire going through, but the museum probably took it off because everyone kept ringing it. But yeah, nice little thing. And here comes our tram to take us to the tram museum. Here's what the tram looks like on the inside, with trying not to show anyone on it.
It was designed by Major George Watson and is an example of Renaissance revival architecture. Originally built as the Sandhurst Public Offices in 1887, it became the Bendigo Post Office Confederation.
And after a nice tram ride, we have now arrived at the tram museum. On the left here we have a buffet tram where you can sit and eat and also buy some things. This tram here on the right is for sitting in. We can go have a look if you'd like. Got some beautiful paint on it. Here we are, I'll just go up the steps here and try not to show anyone on the inside. Here's what it looks like. Got some little square tables and some chairs. Nice place to be able to eat a meal. Even has air conditioning inside of it as well. I'll try to show you the cab. I don't know what's in there. Here's the cab. It's not much of a cab anymore, but yeah, that's what it looks like. If we go over the tracks here, it's actually a standard gauge track like Maldon. Something I learnt on the day because there was a tram that looked like tiny. It looked narrow gauge, but yeah, anyway. And here is the buffet tram. It's got a nice little detail of the tram cafe on the top. I love these curves at the side of the tram as well. They look really nice. And you've got a nice seating area here. And if we go on the inside, here's what it looks like. Here we are inside the Bendigo Tramways Museum. There's a nice model here of one of the trams that used to run here. I believe this tram is now an eating tram that's stationary. We've got a few more things in this cabinet here. Another little tram, pictures, more model trams. Also got some books and some paper. And more models as well. A few signs at the bottom there. An old clock, which looks very nice. Got some things in a display cabinet here. And yeah, it was a nice place to visit. And here comes our tram to take us back to the mines. This is the tram I mentioned earlier that I thought was narrow gauge because from a distance it looked very narrow. It's an earlier type of our W-class trams in Melbourne. And let's hop on the tram. Don't be fooled by the gates that look like they slide. They actually open inwards. Let's go sit up front with the driver, or behind the driver. And the thing the driver just put in is the brake handle. And this is what it looks like sitting right at the front, behind where the driver is, well, driving. I actually like it. You can do this in Melbourne too with the City Circle trams. I really like the little wiper here on the windscreen. It might look big on video, but it's actually tiny. Something I personally found interesting was that the tram was equipped with some dash cams. One for, well, the dash, and one for the inside of the tram. Okay, here we are back at Bendigo. The return Swan Hill train is just coming Once in. That leaves, the velocity on the right here will move over to the left, and then our R classes will puff through the platform and puff back in. Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. I worked pretty hard on it, so I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm just going to finish off the video with some sounds I got while we were travelling back to Melbourne through the night, as well as back to Newport. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Good.